You are indeed lucky, and she's full of gratitude, Sia.
All right, Mutya, number 12. Your question is, if you could inscribe a binding commitment on every festival banner to ensure the event remains true to its theme of empowering generations with integrity and vibrancy, what would your commitment state? How would you establish mechanisms to ensure all festival goers adhere to this commitment? I'll repeat the question. If you could inscribe a binding commitment on every festival banner to ensure the event remains true to its theme of empowering generations with integrity and vibrancy, what would your commitment state? How would you establish mechanisms to ensure all festival goers adhere to this commitment?
Good evening, South Cotabato. If I could make a binding commitment banner, that would be protecting, preserving, and promoting. Because as South Cotabato and as your Mutya, I am dedicated to protect, preserve, and promote our heritage, protecting our natural attractions by leading sustainable practices, preserving our Tiboli and Blaan legacy by empowering our people, and lastly, promoting South Cotabato globally. With this, I believe that we can ensure that South Cotabato's culture and beauty will thrive for generations. Thank you.
But first, before the proper question, would you like to greet everybody here tonight? Greet everybody tonight.
Thank you so much to my family who is here. I feel so grateful for all of you, Mama, Papa, Ate Vine, who organized everything for me. I feel so overwhelmed with your support, and I couldn't ask for more. I love you so much, guys.
But maybe you deserve more, so here is your question. Inhale, exhale. At the Tinalak Festival, business owners, farmers, and workers collaborate. What shared promise would they make to honor tradition and ensure fair profits? And how could these promises change the way we do business here? At the Tinalak Festival, business owners, farmers, and workers collaborate. What shared promise would they make to honor tradition and ensure fair profits? And how could these promises change the way they do business here?
South Cotabato is known for its diverse culture, and that is the celebration of Tinalak also. And in here, we do business with mutual understanding, respect, and unity. And with this, not only we can elevate the business ventures of our small business owners, but also raise the prestige of South Cotabato and bring light to the stories and beauties of our land. Thank you.
Your question is, with food fairs, agri-expos, and local crafts featured during Tinalak, how would you use your role to help boost local businesses, especially indigenous weavers and farmers beyond just festival week? With food fairs, agri-expos, and local crafts featured during Tinalak, how would you use your role to help boost local businesses, especially indigenous weavers and farmers beyond just festival week?
As a South Cotabateña, it is very important to be proud to our local products, especially to the effort of our people on agribusiness, or where it be investors that invest in our province. And as a Mutya, it is really empowering that our people is very open in investment when it comes to business, because we need to unite as we have to lead on our economic growth. And this is very important so we could rise on the top as one province, South Cotabato. Thank you.
First, I would like to ask, I'm sure the audience are curious as well, how does it feel to be on stage tonight?
To be honest, I'm very nervous right now because, to tell you honestly, I really don't have the loudest name in this pageantry. But What I am telling you right now is just to believe, I just believe in myself, and now I'm here in top 6. And that is all thanks to the people who believed in me. Thank you so much.
Well, you don't need much as long as there are a few who believes in you and you believe in yourself. So here is the question. As Mutya ng South Cotabato, you stand before a diverse audience, farmers, artists, government officials, and youth. What 6-word slogan would you craft to capture our province's spirit? How would you turn this slogan into real actions that everyone can see and feel? As Mutya ng South Cotabato, you stand before a diverse audience of farmers, artists, government officials, and youth. What 6-word slogan would you craft to capture our province's spirit? And how would you turn this slogan into real actions that everyone can see and feel?
As a South Cotabatenya, I carry with me the essence of what this pageant truly stands for. And if I were to craft the 6-word slogan, it would be to weave beauty, wear culture, and wield strength. To weave beauty is in the way we honor our stories, and to wear our culture means embracing the stories of our ancestors, and to wield strength from our people, from farmers to weavers to young dreamers. We will ensure that we will weave their dreams into reality. With that 6-word slogan, we can ensure that South Cotabato will be recognized, not just for its destination, but for the dreams it weaves into the world. Thank you.
Before we start the question and answer, how are you feeling tonight and how does it feel to be part of the top 6?
Hi, Cian. To tell everyone that I am feeling great would be a lie, but because, to be honest, I am quite sick at the moment. But since I am given the chance to be in this top 6 finalists in a roster of equally empowered and strong women, it is an honor and I will do my best to make Tupi proud.
All right. Your question is, the festival showcases traditional Tinalak weaving and storytelling. As a cultural ambassador, how would you encourage younger generations to keep these traditions alive in modern South Cotabato? The festival showcases traditional Tinalak weaving and storytelling. As a cultural ambassador, how would you encourage younger generations to keep these traditions alive in modern South Cotabato?
South Cotabato that we have now is because of the efforts of our ancestors. And the truth is, we will never stay on top if our younger generation does not recognize their responsibility in keeping us in that state. And so, to all fellow youth out there, especially South Cotabateños, may we have TDH. Tradition, destination, and hospitality. When we love and appreciate what we have as South Cotabateños, we allow others to love it. And when we immerse ourselves in the beauty of our natural landscape, we embrace our nature. And when we practice hospitality, we prove to the world that South Cotabato is not just meant to be heard or seen, we are meant to be experienced.
Mutya number 10.
All right, but before I read a question for you, how does it feel to be in the top 6 finalists?
Good evening, Angeli. Good evening, Cian. Good evening. Actually, it feels 2022 again. Because on this very same stage, I ended up first runner-up in joining Mutya ng South Cotabato 2022. But right now, I am much pressured, but that pressure is a privilege for me. That is why I just want to thank my supporters, my families, my online supporters for coming here to witness the Grand Coronation Night of Mutya ng South Cotabato 2025.
Well, as I've said, you can always come back stronger. So when you're ready, here is the question. Imagine a woven scarf crafted by the Tiboli youth being passed to the elders at the festival's opening. What would this gesture symbolize and how would it connect generations of South Cotabateños to the themes of vibrancy and integrity? Imagine a woven scarf crafted by Tiboli youth being passed to the elders at the festival's opening. What would this gesture symbolize, and how would it connect generations of South Cotabateños to the themes of vibrancy and integrity?
It really tells us how empowered South Cotabateños are. That is why, through woven scarf and crafted by Tiboli youth, I believe that our Tinalak lot is woven by our Tiboli brothers and sisters, woven by their vision. That is why we are called Land of the Dream Weavers. And so, I believe that through that, we can enrich our culture, our heritage, and our home, and be called one pride, one South Cotabato, and one home. Thank you.